I'm just fucking around, guys. It's me! Alright, Halloween fans, we got some pretty huge news that was dropped today. So for all of you that have been following this Halloween reboot, it's written by Danny McBride, going to be directed by David Gordon Green, coming out next year in October. Otherwise, Jason Blum is going to sever off his own hand. Now it has been confirmed, Jamie Lee Curtis, the original star, the original Scream Queen, the woman that we all know and love for portraying the role of Laurie Strode in the first two movies, H2O, the first 15 minutes of Halloween Resurrection, but we don't mention that one. She is going to be returning in this Halloween reboot. Now, I've been looking online. Halloween fans are losing their minds over this news. Everybody is excited. Everybody, this is what they've been clamoring for. This is what they've been waiting for. And I hate to be the stick in the mud, people. I am not a part of that camp at all. But before I get into why, let me go ahead and say this. Yes, do not get me wrong. No matter how much I say, no matter what my criticisms are, no matter what my fears are about this announcement, opening night, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with bells on. I'm not going to be able to wait for this movie whenever it gets close. And I still think that this movie is going to be the movie that is going to give the slasher genre the resurgence that it needs. And it's going to start having, like, Freddy Krueger's going to come back and Jason's going to come back. I still have that faith in this movie. But this is my problem with the news. Since the beginning of the announcement that Danny McBride and David Gordon Green were Since the announcement that Danny McBride was working on a script for this movie and David Gordon Green was going to be the one to direct it, and it was such an off-the-wall choice that they made, but John Carpenter was 100% behind these guys, saying that they got it, they know how to bring this thing back to basics, I'm so excited about this, I might even do the score, and that got everybody excited about it. The whole hope that I've had for this movie, and what some reports had kind of been pointing towards, was that this new movie was going to basically retcon everything except for the original movie. Possibly they'll include the second movie, but pretty much everything I was reading was that the first Halloween is it, and now we're going to start with this story. And that gave me a lot of hope because I'm a casual Halloween fan, but I love the original. I think the original is one of the greatest, if not the greatest slasher ever made, honestly. It's that freaking good. And the reason why I love it is because in it, Michael is motiveless. He's emotionless. He's just the personification of evil. There's no family ties. They don't start getting into all this convoluted stuff with, I have to kill her, now I have to kill the niece, now I have to kill the daughter, and that's the only storyline we can ever tell with Halloween is it has to be family related. No, Michael was just evil, just pure evil, faceless evil, motiveless evil, going after random victims. And that's what I wanted in this movie. I wanted something that would come after that, Laurie Strode surviving at the end, Michael falls off, runs away, and we don't have to have Dr. Loomis. We don't have to have Laurie Strode back. We can just tell the story of Michael going on, continuing to be that personification of evil to a new set of victims, and hopefully get some awesome kills. Now, maybe that's my fault for putting my expectations that way without somebody actually confirming that was the direction they were going with this movie. But now that I hear this news that Laurie Strode and Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back, I can't help but be disappointed by it. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm glad that she's going to come back to the slasher genre, but it just tells me that they can't figure out anything else to do but do the same thing that they have done over and over and over again. How many Halloween movies have we had where the story focus is Michael and Laurie Strode? Let me break down the series for you. First two movies, Michael chasing Laurie Strode. Then we have the Season of the Witch, which really isn't a part of the franchise, it's just kind of a one-off. Then you get into the Thorn trilogy, which is they killed Laurie Strode off in between movies off screen. Now it's focusing on her niece. Then they retcon all of that. They bring back Laurie Strode for her first final confrontation with Michael Myers in H2O. And say what you will about that movie, the final act is awesome. You cannot do that whole final confrontation better in my mind. I think that that is the perfect ending to this series. And in my mind, honestly, that is my canon ending to this series, is the end of H2O. Then they take it a step further, and they shouldn't have. They bring her back, kill her off at the beginning of Halloween Resurrection. Then they retcon all of that, and now we have the remake series with Rob Zombie, which yet again is two movies focused on Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. Now we're trying to go into this new direction, and instead of going in a new direction, they go back to the tried and true formula, which is the same thing that we've done most of this series, and put Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers for another final confrontation. Now, how they're going to retcon her death, are they going to make it where H2O and Resurrection don't matter? Are they going to make it to where just Resurrection doesn't matter? Are they going to make it to where it's just the first two movies? I have no idea, but to me it just tells me that, again, like I'm saying, they can't think of anything else to do but to bring Laurie Strode back. That disappoints me a little bit. I was expecting something really new and really fresh with this, and some people will say the argument of, if you want something fresh, watch the Rob Zombie movies, but even that is Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. So to me, it's disappointing that they're gonna go with this direction yet again. And this isn't just because I'm a casual fan of Halloween and not a diehard fan. Like, if I was a diehard Halloween fan, I would be blown out of the water about this news and I'd be just clamoring for it. Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis, because you guys know I'm a Freddy fanatic, and if they made an announcement today saying, we have the recipe for success for a brand new Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, this is gonna bring the series back to life, and we're gonna bring back Heather Langenkamp and have her face off with another final confrontation with Freddy Krueger. Part of my brain would say, business-wise, that makes sense because the movies with her are the best ones by far in the series, but the part of me that's the fan is thinking, so you can't think of anything else to do but make Freddy fight off against Nancy once again. So this is not just exclusive to Halloween, this just, to me, is showing not too much creativity. Now, with all that being said, like I've already said, I'm still excited for this movie. I'm still hopeful for it. I'm not upset about this news. It's just slightly disappointing to me that that was all they could think of. And for all I know, this movie's gonna come out next year. It's gonna be fucking awesome, and I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna smack myself in the head for talking about all this. But I've seen a lot of praise for it. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there to see if any of you guys feel the same way. Have you been thinking about this movie as a way to kind of do something new, go back to basics and get away from all this Laurie Strode and family drama in this Halloween series? Or do you feel like this is the only way you can do a Halloween movie is by sticking to the Michael versus family, Michael versus Laurie Strode storyline, and this is exactly what you want out of this reboot? Put all of your thoughts on this news down in the comment section below, guys, and let's talk about it. And keep it calm. Don't cuss me out because I'm not excited about this news. I'm just being honest. So keep it civil, people. Please like and share this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you want to check out some of my social media links, you can check those out down below on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and my new Patreon page, which is also down below, where I have a lot of exclusive content and exclusive perks for patrons only. Great way to support this channel, which I greatly appreciate, and a great way to get some cool stuff for your eyes if you decide to become a patron, and if not, totally cool. So check all that out, guys, and if you want to check out some more of my videos, you can check out a few more by clicking right over here.